Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You not pee in the pool. You not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Broadcasting from Never Never Land, take it away, MarkBot 5000.
Backed by popular demand, it's MarkBot 5000 doing my best impression of Michael Cole. I'm sure you all miss this luxurious voice. It's so soothing and journalistic. Wait, what in the world are you doing here? Oh no, no!
Hey, did I do that? I'm sorry, Daddy Ryan. I promise I won't shoot another computer personality again. Sometimes I just get so jealous. Well, we can't grieve forever. Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. A show where Erik Donaldson, wrestling fan of over 30 years, introduces one match per show to his buddy, who has never watched wrestling. They talk about the backstory, they watch the match, and then they rank that match on their ever-growing list. And let's bring out the star of the show, a man who is accessory to murder today, and someone that I have no reservations about writing out to the fucking cops if it comes down to it. I know about all the skeletons in your snow home mesh closet, so don't be a narc. Fun Ryan Murphy.
Wow. This is another great intro by MarkBot 5000. Yeah.
It appears that the Michael Cole personality within MarkBot is deceased as of today. I'm sorry to hear that. Michael Cole, rest in power. But we've got a dominant personality now in Robo Jim Ross. So welcome everybody to the Hard Mark Podcast. Ryan, I hope for your sake that you don't rat MarkBot out. It sounds like.
Did you rat me out?
No, you're an accessory to murder, as we just heard.
Right. So like
don't be a fucking narc and don't rat out MarkBot, or else there's going to be consequences. He knows all about the skeletons in your Snohomish closet.
Yeah. Sultan.
So yeah, Gold Bar.
Was Gold Bar?
Yes, Gold Bar.
Yeah.
Which
Same thing.
I did reference it at a dinner with Tony Tate recently, as a matter of fact. But all right, so Ryan, we'll just launch right into our wrestling. Enough tomfoolery. The last couple of episodes, I fully admit, they have been wordy. There's been some very intricate stories involving celebrities, people with multiple personalities, which we actually just kind of saw an example of here, and hush money sex payouts. But for today, our 75th match, we don't have any of that. The story of our main match is really a pretty simple one. So we mentioned an episode or so ago, but it seems like right now is a good time to take care of some housekeeping. It's the first episode of the year 2023, so I promise not to make a habit out of this, but there is one match in particular that we have previously ranked, and I find its ranking so offensive, so heinous, that it warrants a second look. And since it is a brand new year, I think it's about time we give ourselves a fresh start and we can address the elephant in the science lab.
This is a rematch.
So we have a real new match that we will be getting to, but there's not a ton of backstory for it. So I figured, as a quick aside, we can review a match that we previously ranked that is awful and should not be in the spot that it's in.
Okay.
So the match in question that in my opinion deserves a re-rank is between Chris Champion and Dawn Valentine, and is currently ranked 12th.
Don't tell me. Okay, damn it. You
What?
should have told me. You should just give me a raw, like...
No. We need to... Well, because I've got a whole bit I'm going through here. It's currently ranked 12th in our list of matches. I, Ryan, have constructed an hypothesis, which is that this match is not, in fact, the 12th greatest match of all time. Furthermore, I propose that at the time of its ranking, you were fatigued and you were upset with me, and the very existence of this match calls into question the legitimacy of our data. So For anyone curious, we watched this match back in episode 20, the lightning round, an episode that was a train wreck for multiple reasons. I do not recommend going back and listening to it, but it is there should anyone need to listen to it. So what I am proposing, since we have some extra time, which is not needed for the explanation of our featured bout here today, I suggest we take 2.5 minutes, which is the length of this match. We use some critical thinking to determine whether this match is, in fact, great. Because currently, it is in our great section. Officially, it's ranked higher than Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, one of my favorite matches of all time. It's ranked higher than one of the ladder matches that we've seen. It's ranked higher than the match that Steve Austin was dropped on his head and nearly paralyzed. Now, I'm not saying that this match should be at the absolute bottom of our list, but it should not be anywhere near where it is currently. So my only request of you, Ryan, is to not fuck me scientifically today.
Might move it up.
I will catch the next flight to Vegas if this fucking thing moves up higher than 12. So we'll just go ahead. We'll keep things rolling at a brisk pace. Again, the match itself, it's under 3 minutes. And so we've already had you do a prediction for it. So now we're just literally only attempting to re-rank it. There's really no backstory for the match. It takes place in 1988. One of the competitors, Chris Champion, he had previously been part of a tag team called The New Breed. The New Breed claimed to be time travelers from 2002. At one point, Champion had broken his arm. That arm was put in a cast, and he began decorating it with computer parts, claiming it was a, quote, future cast. Later in his career, Champion would essentially wear yellow face and wrestle as a character named Yoshi Kwan. So that yellow face is the version of blackface, but for Asian people. Anyway,
Nice.
Chris Champion is not being presented as a time traveler anymore. Now he's a cool martial arts guy. His opponent, Don Valentine, could generously be described as a journeyman, an enhancement talent, someone who's thrown out there, sometimes with minimal training, with the intention of making somebody else look good. Valentine's ability to do that is questionable, but we will let Ryan be the judge. So let's jump into it, Ryan. Let's review our past.
Absolutely, as we all should.
As we all should. All right, let's send you the link right now.
Yeah, I'll start right now.
Okay.
Chris Champion, Don Valentine tie up to begin things here on the
Champion is in the leopard. Don Valentine is in the baby blue singlet.
Young athletes in our sport. He certainly is. And
I think there was a reason I rated it so high. Getting it back, feeling it.
Okay, yeah, this feels like definitely a number 12, a great.
And he is without a doubt the greatest heavyweight wrestling champion. Oh, what a move there by Chris Champion. He's got great flexibility, this kid.
That was it?
No, not yet. No,
those two. Yeah.
I don't know if he kicked out or if Chris Champion just pulled him up, but only a two.
His left arm is some of the results of that accident. Chris Champion.
Yeah, Karate Kid.
Surprise right here. Valentine. Oh! It kicked him right in the jaw. I mean, that was a move.
I mean, I don't. I don't understand why you hate this match so much.
Well, go on. Just say.
I just think it had a little bit of like real, authentic, clean, just back in the day wrestling. It was quiet in that match. The match, than anything right now. It wasn't. It was actual wood back in the day. It was a spring. It was a fucking trampoline. Like, I thought like. The commentary for that particular match fit well. Like,
was it great?
I don't hate it.
That's not what my question was. My question was it great? Was it a great match? Was it better than the match where Steve Austin almost got paralyzed?
I think it's just context, man. Like, I think it's just.
Let's pull up the list. And maybe we can find a more suitable spot. Because again, as mentioned earlier, this is currently in our great section, the baby blue, same color as Don Valentine's cool little singlet. You'll notice, and we talked about this a few episodes again, Ryan. That section is specifically called "Great," except the Don Valentine match.
Yeah,
that's how much this bothers me.
I see that, but it's a big section. Like it's not like there's not enough room in that section to fit this match in. Like
that is.
If I were to bump it, like it would you got 6 spots.
It is an atrocity that match is ranked 12 on our list. It's an atrocity.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'm not going to move it out of this great section just because you think it's an atrocity. There's a lot of fucking shit I disagree with too. Like,
I think we should compare it to some other matches.
Okay.
On our list here. So okay. So here's the bottom of great. This is the bottom of great. The bottom of our great section is number what is that? 18. 18. Sabu versus Terry Funk. Sabu versus Terry Funk was the barbed wire match where Sabu got his bicep ripped open during the match, taped it up while selling the moves themselves. That was a brutal, barbaric match. That deserves to be in great. Do you think that Don Valentine versus Chris Champion was better than that?
I mean, they're just different. They're just different types of matches, and I think you have to respect each match for like what it brings to the table. Like
currently, it is ranked better than that. Is it better than that?
You're just like holding my feet to the fire here.
Yes, I want to get through this quickly so then we can just put it to bed and move on to our real match that we're watching here today.
Okay. One, I am not in the mood to move this match right now today. Like, I understand you brought me here.
Why did we waste our time watching it then, Ryan?
I didn't waste any time. You fucking brought this up, Erik. I love where my matches are placed. I think there's an appropriate reason that they're in there. I just think like I would have to be like on a little bit of a different plane to move this match today.
No. I refuse to accept that. I refuse to accept that. This match is getting moved today. I will as the owner of this spreadsheet, I will fucking make an executive decision here. Don't put me in that position, but that match needs to fucking move today, Ryan. There's not an option.
I don't want to like extend. I'm not trying to like drag this out. I understand your point, and I get what you're saying. I just don't think it was like so horrible that we had to like, for the first time in almost 80 matches, like circle back and say, hey, this match was so fucked up that like it has to be moved. I don't think it was that bad. Like they had some good moves there. It was quick. It was an efficient match.
Okay. We don't have to go blow by blow into this match. There was probably 10 moves in total because again, it was only 2.5 minutes long, and of that 2.5 minutes, the match itself was about 2 of those minutes. There was maybe a grand total of 10 of the moves. At least 2 of the 10 did not connect at all. They totally whipped them. So we're talking 20% of the moves did not land.
But that's fucking happens in every match.
20%, Ryan? 20%?
Yes, 20%. But like,
not to a great match, it doesn't.
Sometimes they do 100 moves, and like then you have 20 that miss. That's way more misses than 2 out of 10. I understand percentage-wise it's the same, but like I'm just saying, it's a much shorter, like quicker. You don't have to watch through a bunch of bullshit. They got like some good moves in there. There was 2. I watched this again. I saw 2 clear misses for sure.
Yes,
I agree with that.
And you've crucified matches for that before.
But there was some hits. Erik. Come on, like, right? Like there were some good hits.
I'm moving this to bad, and there's nothing you can do about it. I will allow you to put it where you would like me to put it in bad. This is going in our bad section.
You're dropping it to
I'm dropping it at least 40 places in our list. This is not okay. I cannot sleep at night knowing that this is in great. I won't, and because of your obstinance, I was going to allow you to put it where you wanted to, but because you're being such a prick about it, I'm moving it to fucking bad, and you're lucky I'm not moving it to goddamn awful.
It's not the right Sunday for me to make this call here, but I'll let you move it where it needs to be, Erik. I defer to your wrestling knowledge, but today is not the right day for me to take a pick that I made lovingly and move it down to shitty. Like, that's just it's not today. I don't have it in me. I'm
moving it. Oh man, I don't agree with most of your bad. To be perfectly honest, I'm moving it to 64. I'm moving it a full 50 places down. This is happening right now.
Have we asked Grant what he thinks?
Grant is going to be on my side. Chairman of the board of directors, Grant.
I understand that, but I might respect that decision a little bit more. Like if Grant,
I will. You know what? I will message him once we're finished up here today, and I will give you an update on what Grant.
Yeah, see where you might. Okay, yeah. No, like let me know.
All right, I'm just readjusting things here. Oops. All right. So now that we've got that situated. It was which was like pulling teeth. I thought that was just going to be like a fun little thing. I thought you were going to be like a sensibly minded person, but no, it's like a little pity party over there. But I'm hoping that we can move forward as gentlemen and professionals.
Well, now I'm in a bad mood during this match too, so now I don't know where we're going to get.
So now that we put that to bed, and I'm sure I'm never going to hear anything else about it. Let's move on to our main course. So in episode 55, we saw a tag team match featuring the team of the Golden Lovers, comprised of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. And I know what you're thinking. Aren't you and Ryan the Golden Lovers, Erik? No, it's Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. Ryan and I just rub our hemorrhoids together sometimes. So as a quick refresher...
Rated PG.
I said R, but not X. But as a quick refresh on the history of these two men, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, Ibushi is rumored to have come from a wealthy family in Japan, and because of that, he was free to pursue any career path that he chose. Over time, Ibushi's interest would take him to studying martial arts and kickboxing, and eventually professional wrestling, which allowed him to incorporate his martial arts background as well. Meanwhile, while Ibushi made a name for himself in Japan, another wrestler with similar physical gifts was bouncing around the United States and Canada by the name of Kenny Omega. Omega had seen clips of Ibushi online and was inspired to fly out to Japan to challenge Ibushi. Those two would face off in 2008 with Ibushi coming out the victor, but Omega's performance was so impressive that the company DDT would bring Omega over to live in Japan full time, which is, doesn't happen every day. And so over the next few years, the tandem would form the team of the Golden Lovers, hinting that there was more to their relationship bubbling beneath the surface, but not quite explicitly stating as such. But as time went on, it appeared that Ibushi was destined to be the star of the team and Omega as his very capable sidekick. Omega was looking to break out of his partner's shadow, and so at the 15th anniversary show for DDT in August of 2012, 4 years after his first loss, Omega challenged Ibushi for the King of DDT Openweight Championship to prove that he had finally surpassed his partner. Ibushi, who had won the title in June of that year, accepted, and the match was to take place at the Budokan in Tokyo. So, no bad blood, no life or death stakes, just two men out to prove that each one is better than the other, and about as close as you can get to a mirror match in professional wrestling. So that's, again, short, sweet, to the point. That is our match here today.
That was short-worded as fuck, I would say.
Are you upset about how short it was?
No, I just, like you said, I think we had like several coming into this that were very long, so that was condensed, nicely stated.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, yeah,
okay, so you're appreciating that.
Not shitting on you. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So as far as a little bit of data before we watch this thing, Ryan's record, 40 wins, 33 losses, and a draw. 4-match winning streak, which is probably the most notable thing. So remember, your all-time biggest winning streak is 6.
Do you think with a 40-33 record that I deserve to be able to make my picks and place them where I would like to on the board? Do you think that's fair? Or do you think you need to override some picks and move them wherever you fucking like? This is like a little bit of corruption, I would say.
It's not a bit of... you know what the corruption is? You putting it fucking 12 from the very fucking start. Okay? That was the corruption.
I'm just throwing it out there, Eric. I'm just saying.
I'm fixing the corruption. Your corruption. I would say that your wrestling mind at the time of that ranking was not as finely tuned as it is now.
Okay.
You're like it's iron sharpens iron. Now you're like a Ginzu knife, able to cut through, any household utensil put in front of you. Back then, oh man, you were dull as dishwater. You were just you were like a butter knife.
It's really nice of you to say.
But I'm saying this is the best possible Ryan. But at the same time, very obstinate. And I wish you wouldn't call me out on this because I didn't want to re-rank it, but you weren't giving me an option.
Eric, I'm looking at my record. I'm looking at what I brought to the table. I'm just wondering. I'm just asking questions. Hey, just ask questions. All right.
Here, you know what? I appreciate you asking questions. I have a question. I have a question too, actually.
Yeah, shoot your question.
Is the reason you're bringing this up is because you know that when you lose this fucking prediction that you're going to blame it on me getting in your head and forcibly re-ranking a previously ranked match?
Have I ever done anything remotely close to that, like, in the past?
Ordinarily, I'd be, like, not wanting to give you ideas, but I know you already had that thought in the back of your mind. I'm not planting an idea that you hadn't already come up with.
It's not my style. I review the match, I run the data, and I make a pick. And sometimes your picks just get moved arbitrarily. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I think that's just...
I wanted to get this year off on the right foot, and you're being such a petulant child about it.
Is it the 29th that's coming out?
Now, so this, the Wrestle Talk is January 5th.
Oh, so it's a new year. Okay.
Yeah, it's a new year. New ranking. We're separating the wheat from the chaff. And I promise I'm not going to do this again. But, I would have appreciated you going along with it the one time I did want to do it. But you were just, kicking and screaming the whole time. So
that stand up for your beliefs, Eric. That's what I'm going into. Mindset wise this new year. So.
All right. Civil rights leader Ryan Murphy over here. So the rest of our data. So 4-match winning streak. Ryan's record in Japan. 2 wins, 5 losses. And his lone draw in Japan. So this might not bode well for Ryan. But again, he's got his excuse in his back pocket. I can see him already, thinking of it and, phrasing it in his mind of how he would like to present it when he inevitably loses this match. And then finally, last bit of data here. This is the first match that we've watched from the DDT promotion. Most of the matches we've seen in Japan have been New Japan, with the exception of a couple. This will be our first match from DDT, which is taking place again at the Budokan. Have you heard of the Budokan before?
No.
It's a popular event. I think the Beatles actually had like a live at Budokan album that they put out. But yeah, fairly famous arena. And here's actually a little tidbit I'll drop before we actually watch the match here, Ryan. One of these competitors, I won't say who, because of something that they did during the match, they ended up getting banned from the Budokan for like a decade. So
in this match,
yes, something they did in this match caused them to be banned from the venue, from the Budokan, again a very famous arena in Tokyo, for a decade.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I'll make sure to point it out. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If you could avoid anything related to Don Valentine and Chris Champion, I'd appreciate it.
That's it. That's all I got. I brought up what I needed to bring up. So.
That's right. Social justice has taken place here today, everybody. Well, we are going to watch the match. We'll play you some audio. Well, I don't know if we will. I think it's all Japanese commentary. I don't know how well that'll translate over, but we'll at least watch the match, and we'll come back with our thoughts on Kenny Omega taking on Kota Ibushi. Thanks, everybody. We're back. We just watched Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi. Ryan that may have been the most conflicted I've seen my co-host on an episode. I don't know if it's just mental state, if he's finally starting to crumble going into the year 2023 or what's going on. But like, you were simultaneously very complimentary of the moves, but I've also never heard you complain more about a match.
That match was incredibly frustrating to watch. Like I'm still frustrated. It's lingering, but there was some of the best moves I maybe have seen in wrestling matches.
Right? Yes.
But, yeah.
May I posit the theory that maybe your frustration is sexual in nature?
Absolutely not. I have sex all the time.
I think you just got to get that poison out, Ryan. I think that's what's really causing all this strife in the podcast is too much poison. But did you enjoy the match?
Sort of. Like, I don't know. Like, that was a really hard match to get. That match really pissed me off. Like most of the time, I'd say 70% of the time, and then like 20% of the time it was like great moves, and then like 10% of the time it was just bad fans. Like,
part of that was the fact, like, so we were literally watching more or less a bootleg version of the match, which was clearly had been captured on someone's phone. I think the audio quality was lacking. So
let me
Go ahead.
Let me also state, like, it may have been just like not bad fans, maybe bad fans was the word, but like there was no commentary on it like that I could understand.
Sure, yes.
And then like the interaction, like I don't know, like 10% of it was like that aspect too. Like it was like I didn't get that's a huge wrestling thing, like for me.
Yes,
like, that pulls me in, and you just didn't have it there because I haven't learned enough to learn Japanese yet. Someday, but today was not the day. So
Nico, that's cat.
Did they say cat in it?
I didn't hear them say cat.
You just brought it up.
I know Nico.
Thank you.
Teriyaki. Let's get into the notes on this thing. So the match begins. After some clarification, we established just who Kenny Omega is, who Kota Ibushi is. Omega, we've actually seen. Gosh, we've seen him 3 times. This is the 4th Kenny Omega match that we've seen so far. We saw him wrestle against the girl, the 8-year-old girl, 9-year-old girl. We also saw him. He's in one of the. I don't know why that's funny. We also saw him. Kenny Omega. Just fun fact is in our number 5th ranked match of all time, the very top of great against Tetsuya Naito, which is, in fact...
our number 5th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our number 5. Fifth match in our... Well, who are you to pick apart language, sir?
Yeah, that's not bad. I should have just let that one slide.
You probably should have.
I was sexually frustrated,
You're... Right. And when people get sexually frustrated, what they start doing? Picking apart people's sentences. That's the first thing. But yes, again, 4th match we've seen of Kenny Omega. Ryan hasn't loved all of his matches, but we definitely have at least the one that was very highly ranked from our friend. But Kota Ibushi, this is only the 2nd time we've seen him. He had his emo hair. Again, he's representing that Black Parade. You were surprised when I reminded you that this was a 2012 match.
I put that in 1992. Erik quality camera. I understand that you say like there's some shit, but like that match looks so fucking old. Even with a 2012 camera or whatever that you could do this on a 2012 iPhone and had better quality than this. Like,
it's probably recorded on a 2012 iPhone, the version of the video we saw. But yeah, no, I it's not a tiny promotion in Japan, but they are definitely a smaller promotion. They do not have the budget of, say, a New Japan. They would. But, DDT, and again, 10 years ago, so there were some companies who were kind of making the leap to, like, fully high def, that sort of thing. But I think that was what sort of we experienced during that match. But the start of the match itself, a lot of arm work from Kenny Omega onto Kota Ibushi, which I know... you probably hated that the most.
I didn't love it. There's other things I hated more about this match than just the arm work. I thought the arm work was a thing. I was just like, I've never seen so much arm work, I guess. It was constant arm work, and it was at least like a solid 7 to 10 minutes of arm work in the beginning of the match.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Was there one move in particular towards the beginning that like stood out to you that were like kind of shifted away from the arm thing?
In the beginning, I not particularly. Like, I mean, there was some move. I don't recall if they were in the beginning or not. There were some moves that started to like pick up, maybe mid to beginning. But yeah, why are you asking for a certain reason?
No, I was just wondering if there was something that stood out in your mind. I think for me,
it's all arm work.
So right after the arm work, so the arm work did go on for roughly around 10 or so minutes. There were some exchanges, there's some bravado, some shoulder blocks. You hit me with your best shot, I'll hit you with mine. We'll see who's still standing at the end. But I think really where the match kind of starts escalating a bit, Ibushi is preparing for a dive. He leaps up to the top rope from the mat and does this springboard twisting something or other to the floor. And I think that's where kind of things started picking up a little bit. You also seem to enjoy the repeated round kicks to the chest of Omega from Ibushi.
Solid moves right there, like absolutely.
Yeah, from a technical perspective, pretty good. They brawl out on the entrance platform, which again is level with the ring itself. We've got a suplex on the entrance. I know you didn't like that. So Omega gets hit with a suplex. Ibushi kind of goes back into the ring, and then the referee is counting Omega, and like that part for sure was one element that you were frustrated by. I could tell.
Was that when I was like, hey, like he's just not taking advantage of? Like,
I think it was the first time you said it. I know that came up a few times, but yes, you were.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I did not like. I cannot fucking stand when this happens in wrestling matches. I get there's like some theatrics and you gotta like, but it is always at least like make it where you go after him and then there's like some like, weird like side plot that's like, oh, that's why I couldn't get like, but like stop fucking letting him sit there like cry, and you're good, and then it just that pisses me off, Eric. That just pisses me off. Like it just upsets me. So,
not due to sexual frustration, just because he doesn't like.
Not due to sexual frustration. Just,
Stop posting on our social media that he's sexually frustrated. Everybody.
Socially frustrated.
He's socially frustrated. He's very content socially. No more rumors about that. But back in the ring, we've got a number of pretty good moves. There's like a standing shooting star, which is like a front flip from Omega. He starts kind of coming back after some aerial offense from Ibushi. We have a standing Phoenix splash from Ibushi, which is like a twisting dive just from a standing position, which is very impressive. If you don't know what a Phoenix splash is, then I don't fault you for that, audience. But really things kind of pick up, and I warned Ryan ahead of time. I had to splice two different videos of this match together. We have like an awkward cut, but we see a moonsault, a backflip, off of the balcony of the arena. And so that is actually the move that got Kota Ibushi banned from the Budokan for about 10 years or so. Was not allowed to perform there because he had been expressly told you are not allowed to dive from the balcony of the arena, and he did it anyway.
That was the one move that would bring me back to that arena. Just so you know, like I want to expressly kind of state here that I'm upset that he was banned. Fuck that! Like
justice for Ibushi,
and it was solid. And I was even more upset at that point that they banned him. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. It was like sexual assault, maybe, like, or what it was. But if that's how he got banned, then now I'm pissed. Because that was really really great stuff. Really good move.
I believe he has wrestled once since, but yes.
What's that?
The ban has been rescinded since then, so you don't have to, go on a big Twitter campaign or anything, luckily.
Good.
Not this time.
My Twitter's gonna be all fired up here.
You and Elon, very close.
Yeah.
We've got a buckle bomb where you kind of like toss the guy into the turnbuckle. There was some really impressive. What was it that you described it as one point in time towards the beginning of the match, like Mortal Kombat or something? Like their strike exchanges were excellent. Like I think that's one of the things in Japanese wrestling that has developed even more is like these very quick, fast exchanges of like kicks and punches and stuff like that. Like this is kind of one of the earlier versions of one of those, but they've even gotten more advanced since then. Kind of towards the end of the match, so Ryan did choose Kota Ibushi. I'd say the most notable matches towards the end. So Omega is standing up on the top rope, and while he's standing up there, Ibushi springboards up, hits what's called a Hurricane Rana, where you basically wrap your legs around the guy's head and like flip them backwards out to the floor. Unfortunately, the cameraman did not get the shot of Omega hitting the ground, but I mentioned to Ryan, Omega has since said that was the most painful bump he's ever taken in a wrestling match, was the flip bump from the top rope of the ring out to the floor.
That looked incredibly. It was a solid move. Another one of many in this match, but
yeah,
it was I wish it would have cut like to see more of what happened, but you can see like from the initial like perspective that it was pretty intense. Like, yeah.
And then of course they got back immediately on Ryan's bad sign because they did the big 20 count. Omega took all 20 of those seconds to get back into the ring, and
I'm not even sure he made it.
Oh, he made it. I had a timer. I was keeping track.
Yeah.
But so that's like arguably the most notable move of the match. Another fucking notable move, the one that I always cringe whenever I see it, because I've seen guys who like broke their neck from this move. I don't even know what it's called, but essentially what happens is Omega again on the top rope. He's kind of like laying there. Ibushi kind of cradles him, like he wraps his hands behind Omega's neck and has him kind of like bundled up and then just throws him backwards, and Omega just lands headfirst on the ground. Again, I've seen guys get their neck broken with that move specifically before. It always makes me cringe.
These head and neck shots were pretty wild throughout the match. There was a lot of them, and they were able to roll out of them seemingly pretty easily. Like, I don't know if it hurt later, but like, right. There's a lot of them, and they looked really well done. Yeah.
Very well executed for sure.
Yeah.
But after that package suplex, Omega kicks out of the pin, but then Kota Ibushi goes back up to the top rope, hits his big Phoenix Splash. That's it, 1, 2, 3. So that brings Ryan's record up to 41, 33-1. He's on a 5-match win streak. He could tie his all-time longest win streak with a victory next episode. So we'll see how that plays out.
We'll see how that plays out. See what match gets picked for next week.
Here's what I'll say. I've previously mentioned to you, and part of me just doesn't want to ruin any sort of surprise at all. I've mentioned previously how there are 3 matches in pro wrestling history that are probably the most well-known matches of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, which was our very first match that we've ever saw for the program. Also, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, the Montreal Screwjob, which we went into in depth about Bret Hart getting fucked over against his knowledge, against his will in Montreal. That's the second one. The third of those 3 is our next match.
Okay. All right.
So
good.
Yeah.
I think that gives me a good shot to make a fair 6th pick instead of you fucking me over.
I think, didn't you lose the Montreal Screwjob?
I'm just saying, like, there's been some like fucking matches of this is top 3. I at least get a fair shot at a 6th consecutive victory.
Oh, okay, right? Good. Not necessarily that it's one of the best 3 matches, but definitely one of the 3 most notable matches, I think.
Is it fucked up? Is it a fucked up match?
Not in the way that you would be annoyed by. Like, so when you say fucked up, you're talking about like referee chicanery and like shit like that.
Is there going to be some weird, kind of creeping in aspects of the match that like fuck me over? Like,
no, nothing like that. I think you were going to be. I think you were going to be very sports entertained next episode.
Well, then I'll be here.
All right.
I'll put in my.
We got him for one. We got him for one more session, everybody. We did it. Let's rank what we just saw. As difficult as that may be,
it's gonna be a really tough one, man. Like I might have to put it below where we just moved.
How fucking dare you even threaten that? That was not a bad match.
I don't think it was a bad match either. This was not a bad match for sure. Like, I think this match was, okay, but Erik, this match did frustrate the shit out of me. There was it was just strict. There was no storyline really to me, and there was no like all of a sudden I've got into storyline wrestling, and I just can't. And there's no commentary. There's no fan base that I could like see, and like that. But fucking great moves. Japan wrestling, I have to give them that. There's nothing that really like held me into this match.
Sure, and like full disclosure, I don't follow a whole lot of DDT wrestling, so like for me, I was kind of trying to piece all the puzzle parts together to try and ascertain what the story leading into the, like, honestly, watching this match and putting my notes together for it was the first time I'd ever seen it. So this wasn't something I'd like, been holding on to for the past 10 years. Like, you got to see this. Like, I knew that there is a story that we want to tell kind of that involves this match over the next little while. So, yeah.
I mean, I think like where I would put it is somewhere like between like the top of okay and like the bottom good. I think maybe the top of okay is more well placed.
Okay.
I feel like it's been a while since I've dabbled in the okay era for some reason. I don't really know, Rob.
You're clicking a mile a minute over there.
That's what I do. I just click.
But no, it has been a bit since we've put a match there. And for anyone curious, the OK section is, I know it says 33, but since I moved Don Valentine's down, it's actually 32 through 53 are the...
I'm going to put this to new 40. Like, I just think it belongs there.
So above Bret Hart and Yokozuna?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought there was some great shit in this match, but it could not hold my attention. Like, I was... And that's something that frustrates me. So, they got fucked because of me in my... but good moves. Good moves in this match, for sure.
And just so it's clear, just so there's no confusion... For anyone, I don't know how many people are actively checking the list. I do post the list though, and I update it when I remember. Usually every week or a couple weeks or so. But so this is going to be the 39th match. I know Ryan, you're seeing it as 40. That's because I have not adjusted. Because again, Don Valentine versus Chris Champion. That ain't 12 anymore. So that's going to mean this is 39.
Sorry, no respect, but that's all right.
We'll talk. I'll talk to the board of directors. We'll see what they
talk to the board. Yeah.
All right, well, we did it. We got our science. We got that wasn't the match. That wasn't the ranking I was hoping to get from it. But you know what? We sometimes you eat the bar. Sometimes the bar eats you.
What were you? I'm just curious. What were you hoping to get out of it? What did you think it was going to land?
I was expecting it would probably be good to great.
Oh, really?
I thought so. I knew that you weren't going to like the arm work towards the beginning. I didn't realize the extent of how much it was going to chap your ass, though. That was unexpected to me.
Yeah. No, I did. Sorry. Sorry, guys. But...
It's okay. I forgive you. But now that we've got that in the rear view, we got to finish this thing. You haven't eaten yet, correct?
No.
He
I got
hates
some
eating.
chicken on the fridge.
This guy, he hates eating. He's got to eat his chicken. But before he eats chicken, we can't let him go until Erik's Wisdom Tree. And I'm here to give you all wisdom. And in fact, this isn't even... I've got an item on here. It's not wisdom. It's not wisdom. It's more... Sometimes I just kind of pose things that I'm like mulling over, like I'm trying to kind of almost spitball like what should wisdom be here. I think that falls under the umbrella of the wisdom tree. So I'm going to hit you with a question here, Ryan. I'm going to get your opinion about a subject. You were a former homeowner in a past life.
Yes, that's true. We
can check the value on that home, here on the podcast if you'd like.
Please.
But I'm going to ask you for your opinion on this. I have a feeling you're going to have an opinion about it too. Am I a dick? There's more to it. Am I a dick for blowing my leaves on the street?
What time do you do it?
Oh, I mean, not while people are. It's like afternoon time.
You're not like a 6 a.m. like leaf blower guy.
No, and that I'm not. Plus,
okay.
As we've established, this is a battery-powered household. This is not gas.
Oh, that's right. Actually, by fault. How could I?
Yeah.
Your neighbors are lucky to have you.
Absolutely. I'm a true treasure in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But is it a dick move? I told Heather about this, and she was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. And I was like, really?
I don't think you're a dick for doing that. I think it's probably... I would do it. Either you're not a dick or that just makes me a dick.
Oh,
well.
Did you also used to do that too?
I didn't. So we didn't have like a huge leaf problem in our front yard. Like I would also just kind of mow and mulch them if I did. But if I had the leaf blower, I don't have any issue with blowing them out to the street. Right? Like I don't think that's a huge dick move. So
the explanation that I was given when inquiring about this is that there's a potential for the leaves to get into the gutter and clog up the drains in the gutters.
But like where you're at, has there been any drainage? Because all you really have to do, if that's a problem, is like kind of like I mean, we had drains at our house. We just pulled off the leaves. It's not that big of a deal. Like, are you running into drainage problems there?
No, but I mean, so I live on it's like a 2-lane street with a middle turn lane. So I don't know that I would even notice if
is there any puddling happening on that street?
No. No.
Yeah, see, I think you're fine. Like, I think you're fine. I think if you are starting to block a drain, then yeah, like you could be kind of a dick for like if a drain is blocked and you're continuing to like fucking block that drain, then yes, you are being negligent and a dick.
Okay.
But if there's no drain blockage, I don't see like those things get swept up by like sweet sweepers or
yeah,
you know, I don't think you're being a dick. Like, but yeah, like you can't continue to fuck up you just gotta like look with your eyes, you know.
I found, so what was happening is, so I remember I looked like up and down the street to be like, is anybody else doing this besides me?
Yeah.
Not really. So I was like,
there's not the other people doing it?
No, I didn't see like in front of my house, there was a huge fucking cluster of leaves that made it very identifiable that these are coming from my house.
From you?
From me. Yeah, from me specifically. Because I have 3 different trees that all de-leaf themselves at the fall, and apparently they all de-leaf themselves at different times. And so the first tree, I basically put it all in my yard waste bin, took it out, whatever. The second tree is basically next to the sidewalk at the front of my house, and I was like, fuck, I don't really want to do this shit again. I'm just going to blow it out on the street. And then, and it'd be one thing, I would say it would be a dick move to do if I was in like a cul-de-sac, then I'm like making it my immediate neighbor's problems because those leaves are just going to go into other people's yards. This is a street that just goes on for fucking miles. Like,
so, okay, 100%. Like, Eric, fuck putting leaves into a fucking bag and then putting them, or like into a, like, fuck that. Fuck breaking leaves. I think if you blow them into, I don't think you should make piles on the sidewalk. Like, that looks a little suspicious. Just blow them all into the street.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Oh, the cars are just blowing them away.
And then the cars are are kind of distributing them from there.
Yeah.
Like, where there's like a bus or a truck.
That's just smart homeownership right there, Eric. I'm fully on board with you. Like,
okay.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, no, I blew them out. They were not on the sidewalk. They're officially on the street. Yeah. And then I'd like check to see like, are any cars coming? No, I'm going to blow them out further onto the street. So that way.
Get out there a little bit. Like, spread it. Like, yeah, exactly. I could not agree with you more on this leaf blowing thing, because leaves suck in the fall. So just spread them out. No one's gonna know. Just put them out there.
Put them out there.
Well done.
That's all you needed to know. Put them out there, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back here on our however many years we've been at this thing. Gosh, feels like a while. I think we actually started recording in 2019, so we're over 3 years into this. Time flies when you're having rum, right, Ryan? But we'll be back on the 12th of January for some more talk, some more friendship, some more conversation. So if you are not hard, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. That's all, folks. I'm fixing the corruption.